Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the videos useful, please subscribe to the channel. So in this video, we'll solve this word problem using the concepts of derivatives. So as per the problem, the cost in dollars to produce X liters of maple syrup for the Elmira Maple Syrup Festival is sqrt equals 75 parentheses square root of x minus 10 where x is greater than or equal to 400. So we have to answer these three questions. So let's start with part A. So in part A we have to find the average cost of producing 625 liters of maple syrup. So to calculate the average cost, we should divide the total cost, which is given to us as function CRX, by the volume, which is represented by the variable X. So average cost is equal to CRX, which is the total cost function, divided by X. So now we can use the expression for CRX. So CRX is given to us as 75 parentheses square root of x minus 10 over x. So this is the expression for average cost. Now we have to find the average cost of producing 625 liters and x represents the volume. So in the next step, we should sub in x as 625. So we get average cost equals 75 times square root of 625 minus 10 over 625. And now we can simplify the numerator. So average cost, I'll just write AC equals, so 75, and then square root of 625 is 25 minus 10 over 625, and then AC equals, so 25 minus 10 is 15, and 75 times 15 is 1125 over 625, which is equal to 1.8. So the unit will be dollars 1.8 per liter. So we are calculating the average cost. So the average cost is calculated per unit. So this should be the final answer for part A. Now we can analyze part B. So in part B, we have to find the marginal cost at 1225 liters. So for marginal cost, we have to find the derivative of the given cost function. So the given cost function is CRX. So we have to find prime of CRX. Now in the CRX function, we have the square root term x. So in order to make it easy to find the square root, we should change the radical to rational exponent. So we can rewrite the cost function as CRX equals 75 and then parentheses x exponent half minus 10. And now we can find the derivative of this function. So prime of CRX equals, now 75 is the coefficient, so it will just stay as it is. And now we have to find the derivative of the two terms in the parentheses. So for x exponent half, we'll have to use the power rule. So as per the power rule, we'll move the exponent to the front of the term and we'll subtract 1 from the exponent. And then minus, now 10 is a constant, so its derivative is equal to 0. So now we can simplify this expression. So prime of CRX equals, So 75 times 1 over 2 and then times x exponent. So half minus 1 is negative half. And minus 0 goes away because it doesn't change anything. Now we have to find the marginal cost at 1225 liters and x represents the volume. So in the next step we can sub in x as 1225. So it's equal to 75 times half. Now x has a negative exponent, so we can move x to the denominator and that will make the exponent positive. So we get 1225 exponent half. Now a term with exponent half means that we have to find the square root of that term. So in the next step we'll find the square root of 1225. So we get 75 and then sorry there's also that 2. So that 2 goes under the, so there's half there, so it goes under the 75. So we come 75 over 2. So we get 75 over 2 times 1 over, now the square root of 1225 is 35. Now we can simplify this expression. So 1225 equals, now in the denominator we can multiply 2 times 35 which is equal to 70 and we can divide this fraction, so we get $1.07 per liter. So this is the marginal cost at 1225 liter. So marginal cost means the cost of producing one extra or one more liter of maple syrup at the production of 1225 liter. So this should be the final answer for part B. So now we can analyze part C. Now in part C we have to find the production that is needed to achieve a marginal cost of $0.50 per liter. So we are given in this case the value of prime of C at x and we have to find the x value for which we'll get this prime of C at x value. So for this we'll use the prime of C at x function, so this function here, and we are given that the marginal cost is 0.50, so we'll sub in 0.50 on the left side of this equation and then we get 75 times 1 over 2 and we can move x to the denominator to make the exponent positive. Now we have to solve for x. So the first step is to simplify the terms on the right side. So we get 0.50 equals, so 75 times 1 over 2 x exponent half will just be 75 over 2 times x exponent half. Now we can cross multiply the denominator. So 2 times 0.5 will be equal to 1. So we get 1 times x exponent half equals 75. Now multiplication by 1 doesn't change anything. So we get x exponent half equals 75. And now we can solve for x by applying square to both sides. So on the left side, the square and the square root will cancel each other out. So we get x equals 75 square and 75 square is equal to 5625 and the unit will be liters. So this should be the final answer for part C. So this means that if we produce 5625 liters of maple syrup, the marginal cost will be $0.50 per liter. So these are the steps you have to keep in mind to solve a problem like this one. So it's very important to understand the difference between average cost and marginal cost. So I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.